Hey guys, Uncle J here, back in Space Engineers, and today we're taking a quick look and modification of one of your guys' workshop ships. Now, behind me is the SS-SunDancer solar cargo ship or transport. It's got room for cargo, hydrogen, and passengers. We're going to do a quick around the outside, and then I'm going to do some modifications to my personal preference and some things I think the ship could use. And we're going to do some testing, which we probably will do that next, because I want to do thruster testing, empty, half loaded, and fully loaded with cargo to get a feel for the mass to thrust ratio. The only thing I found wrong with this ship is there is an air leak in the VIP passenger area, which is probably a real simple fix, no big deal. But other than that, I mean, I really like this ship. I love the design. I love the solar sail design, and it kind of reminds me of a maybe a peeper from Subnautica. Kind of like the center section could be the eye. Then you got the head, and then you got the fins. So anyways, let's grab hold of my character, and we'll do a quick around the outside. Here is the right side of the ship, or port, or is it starboard? I can never remember. We have our reversible thruster pylon here with one large thruster. And some really nice use of these table blocks here. Turn my lights on. We have nice armor, ribbing, and protection for our solar panels. We have our hinges. We have our cargo blocks, our hydrogen tanks for storage. Now we do have some small ions around this, which I think I'm going to double up on some of the small ions. I feel that this could use another large ion thruster, but I think it would ruin the aesthetics of the ship. So I'm thinking maybe we could tuck in some small ones right here, or some small ones right here. We have our crew area up there, or our passenger area, I should say. Now, looking at this, I'm thinking, you know, we could save some weight here, but the truth is, I wouldn't touch it. It looks perfect. And this use of these armor plates with the paint and the skin, it's just beautiful. Now these are folded up; they do fold out. I feel that this could use 2 more batteries. Right now, as is, it only has 1 battery, and I feel that's just not enough energy storage for a solar ship. But yeah, this is pretty much the outside, and we're going to head inside here real quick. This extends out for docking, which is real nice. Now this ship does have the whip's auto door, which will close this door, but it will not open this door. So you have to open this door yourself. I guess I've been kind of spoiled by Izzy's simple doors. Our lounge area here, we can turn the lights off, as you can see, is unpressurized. And we'll show you the air leak real quick. If I can access. Come on. There we go. Scan for leak. And it's these corner blocks aren't overlapping enough, so just got to extend them out a little bit, and that should fix the air leak. Now there is no survival kit on this ship, so, or interior cargo access. So I'm thinking where this air vent is, replace this block with a cargo, and then put a survival kit right here. and I think that would sort that out very nicely. But the rest of the inside of the ship, I really like. Here is our bridge. Got a little crew quarter area. And let's just go in engineering. Now there isn't one O2H2 generator, oxygen tank, but there's no internal cargo access on this ship that I have found. So you would have to go to the either the docking port or the external cargo containers to get access to the ship's inventory. Just a little oversight, nothing too major. And let's jump in our seat here real quick. Here's our tabs. We got our tab to rotate our thruster. Thrusters on and off. Our docking arm. And then we have our turn the beacon antenna off, and then number 7 is for our hinges. Now, you can get yourself in trouble with power on this ship. As long as one solar panel is in the sun, you're okay. But if I close these, and let's point at the sun here, where our panels aren't being covered, as you can see, it's easy to hit the red on the batteries. That's why I feel we need at least another 2 more batteries. And I do plan on adding some more small thrusters. And I feel the ship could use 1 small hydrogen tank and 1 hydrogen engine for a emergency backup. So I think I'm going to try to squeeze that in. So that's pretty much my overview of the ship. Like I said, it's a gorgeous looking ship. I really like it. Just want to do a couple little tweaks. And up next, I'm going to load 2 of the cargo containers. I'll just pick like a random, or like say we'll load ice. Let's load some ice, and then we'll see how she handles. As it is right now, I am in a survival world, and I guess I should time how it handles right now, as far as forward and backwards with the stopwatch, from 0 to let's say half throttle or half thrust. No, that's not right. Half meters per second, 50% meters per second. That's it. So I'm going to do that off camera. And then I'll load her up some cargo, and then I'll do that test, and I'll get back to you guys with the results. Okay, guys, I've done some testing, and as you can see, we are still slowing down. I am dumping ice out the side, and we're going to go over some figures. So empty, it's about 40 seconds accelerating, 40 seconds decelerating. At half load, accelerating is 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Decelerating is 3 minutes and 20 seconds, 25 seconds. There was a little discrepancy with my finger. Fully loaded, 5 minutes and 7 seconds from 0 to 100 milliseconds or millispeed, or the full speed. Now, slowing down from 100 to 81 milliseconds took 7 minutes. And that's holding down the S button. That's our thrusters facing in both, in the right direction. Right now, I just stopped the test and started dumping cargo, because probably go past 20 minutes slowing down with a full load. So that's our mass to thrust ratio test. Now I want you guys to keep something in mind. that doesn't mean the ship is a failure. I don't want you guys to think that at all whatsoever. When we build our ships, sometimes we build just for aesthetics. Sometimes, like me, we build for aesthetics and function. And sometimes we just build for function. I have built ships that easily hold more cargo than they could move. Trying to go for a certain look like this, I mean, it just looks gorgeous. You can easily outmass what your ship can handle. So I don't want you guys to think that there's something fundamentally wrong with the ship. There isn't. I love the ship. Really good looking ship. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the cargo out of here. And then we're going to go into the modification phase of this video. Okay guys, here we are on the inside. Now I was going to put a cargo container where the kitchen is, or behind the kitchen, and then a survival kit right next door, but that actually causes problems with things sealing up. So I'm moving them to engineering. I also changed the blocks on the roof, so this room is now sealed, and I will show you that in a little bit, but for right now let's go to engineering. Now I already removed the 2 conveyor ports here, and I removed the 4 columns. So right here we're going to put a cargo container. I gotta put that back. We're going to put a survival kit right here. I really want to tuck in a hydrogen tank and a hydrogen engine right here, but we're not going to be able to fit both. So I'm going to change this connector out, and the hydrogen engine will go right here behind everything. And then the hydrogen tank, I think I'm going to put right here. So let's do that. Okay, we have our survival kit, our small cargo, and if we come downstairs, still have our gyros. These got changed. So I was trying to seal this room, but the way the solar panels are, I put them back. So what I did was kind of flush this up so the inside seals. Use this filler tube here, and then we have our hydrogen engine tucked in nice and neat. Now I tried getting hydrogen tank in here, a small hydrogen tank, in a couple of spots. This spot and the spot up there, and all these reinforced conveyor tubes are actually sealing this area in different spots. So we're either going to have to find a place somewhere on the outside of the ship, tucked in somewhere for a small hydrogen tank for emergency power for the generator, because we don't want to take it from our commodity hydrogen tanks, because that's for our trade. So we're going to go to the outside now, and we're going to work on the thrusters. And here are the outside blocks that I changed. Just moved them forward a little bit. Nothing radical. Now I decided to use these 2 because I want to place lights here. I've noticed that there are no outside lights on this ship. So I am going to go around and add some running lights, some navigation lights, and I was thinking I want to tuck that small hydrogen tank right in there. It's nice and hidden, but it's there. I'll label it, and also can put our hydrogen bottles in there to fill. So, batteries. I think I want to add a battery here, and then one down here, and I'm going to place them so they are a part of the greebling. And And thrusters, I'm going to add another up and down thruster here on both sides. I'm going to tuck in, I think I want to tuck in another thruster right here, because this part is just for detail, for greebling. So I think another thruster on either side is a good spot. And then up here, another 2 forward-facing ones right where this point is. And can I fit in another, maybe another 2 right here for side thrust? Yeah. Yeah, alright, let's put our batteries in real quick. And I want to put these so they are part of the greebling. Now these are sci-fi armor, I believe. I mean, I could put one on either side behind these blocks, or I could put it right there, but I kind of like the way that looks. To put this somewhere is where the single, and I think those are both doubles. Alright. That won't look right in there at all. But down here, alright guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put both of them here. And we're not going to have that facing out. What we're going to do is we're going to use that so it's a part of the greebling. Then we're going to put those blocks back. And then I'm going to use some lighting on the corners to kind of meld that in a little bit. I think that's what we'll do. So there's now 3 battery blocks on this. And let's go to our thrusters. Alright. And I think these are the wrong colors, so we're going to go here. Shift P. Make sure we get the right colors. Okay, these are the right colors. Alright. Number 6. That. Remove that. Alright, that looks good. There we go. That tucks in nice and neat, guys. Alright, not bad, not bad. Then let's tuck in here. Make sure we hit the right button. Now, as far as this goes, I'm gonna pull these back. select this one. And we can go with the flats here. Flats here. And we are going to grab the right color. Shift P. And I think this would look good if did this. Just to round it up, clean it up a little bit. All right. I'm liking how this looks. Just a little bit, not radical. Not a radical redesign, just a little bit more thrust. We got 4 for each side. We got 4 for the rear, 4 for the front. We got 4 for up, 4 for down. So we doubled our thrust in those directions. As for this, I'm thinking number 6 here. Just add 3 of these in. Nothing crazy. Then we will come here and we'll clean this up. Maybe this block, put something in here. What could we put in here? What could we put in here that would kind of look cool? A little greeble but functional. How about ore detector? What do you think, guys? A little bit of greeble.
Energy low.
Oh, let me take care of that real quick. Hey, it's been 2 days for me. We are back here working on the SunDancer. As you can see, I took out the ore detector. Used one of the heat vent blocks. That's turned off though. I went around, added some lights, some nav lights. There's an interior turret there. I did add 1 reactor and a programmable block with a power script to kind of balance that out. I kind of made the power situation a lot worse. But I also have a group that cuts the thruster use in half except for the subgrid right here. So everything kind of balances out. You know, there's a time to use all the thrusters and a time not to use all the thrusters. Change some stuff on the inside. But I guess the big thing is ignore all the figures I gave you guys for the mass to thrust test, because this subgrid right here stopped working on me halfway through the tests. Yeah, the script there. So yeah, those numbers aren't right. Not going to retest. But let's go over the outside, what I changed up, and then we'll go over the inside, and we're going to call this good. So let's get into it. As you can see, we have added 3 thrusters to this. We have some point defense. Now these turrets, there's 3 turrets. They're set up for meteors, missiles, and small grid. They're set to 400 meters, and the default is target weapons. And they have 20 magazines each in them. So I think that's kind of like a fair balance. It's just last ditch effort if a drone comes for you. And here's our thrusters. We've got some spotlights. You have some nav lights. If you come here into the dark, kind of make it easier to see. We have some blinking lights on either side of the tower. I tucked in 2 batteries here. We have 5 batteries now. We have a camera to help with docking. Some lights. None of this has changed. I did change the color on this so it matches the whole bar. It was that one piece had a dark spot. There's a hydrogen tank. And then here is another point defense turret on the back. Our nav lights, and then I took the blocks off of here because they were interfering with the solar panel. That was totally my fault. And then the outside here, of course, you know, I changed these blocks to fix the air leak. But let's go inside. I'm not used to this this whip store script. Let's start in engineering. As you know, we have the cargo container and the survival kit I added. I fixed the orientation of the grates. I kind of screwed that up. And then here is our reactor. And then our power display and manager script. Now I have this set so this only turns on if the batteries are being used 99%. Probably could be set a little bit lower, but I kind of figured it was the right balance because it's supposed to be a solar ship. Unfortunately, this script also turns the hydrogen engine on the same time as the reactor, and there's no way to separate that. The only thing I can say is to turn off the O2 H2 generator and make sure both hydrogen tanks are on stockpile and let the engine run out of hydrogen. That's the only way I can think to balance that. Let's come up to our lounge. I did end up putting the cargo container right there so the people up here can have access to their stuff. I added an ATM. I put the logo there on the store. I think the store only works if it's plugged into cargo container. So right now the store is just looks and not function. And then I added 2 screens here for meters per second, and then this is actually a seatbelt sign, which is controlled downstairs in the cockpit. Here we have our LCD for our power script. Our batteries, our solar panels, reactor, hydrogen engine, total power. Our batteries are fully stored. Let's go to the co-pilot seat here. And we have 1 and 2 are for our communications. 3 is for our solar panels. And we have our weapons control. And number 9 is our seatbelt sign. And let's jump into our main cockpit because I changed this one up a little bit. We still have our main rotator. This is for cruise control, but it doesn't work right when you turn off half the thrusters. Or I should say the thrusters I added. And then we have number 4, which is all of our thrusters on and off. Our 5 is our solar panels. We have our docking arm, our camera for our docking arm, which I think is a really good addition. Then number 8 is our switch lock. Number 9 is our trade on and off. Tab 2, we have our batteries on recharge. inside lights, outside lights on and off, manual control for our reactor, our hydrogen engine, which the script takes control over. 6 and 7 are stockpile for our tanks. 8 and 9 are our communications again, and then tab 3, we have gyros on and off. You can turn one gyro off, save power. We have our programmable block on and off and run for the power script, and then our weapons control. I'll probably add the H2O2 generator to this one. But let's take a look at our menu. Before our menu, everything was here, and you could see everything. So I hid what needed to be hidden, and then I went and I labeled everything. This is how I like to do things. Some people don't, some people do. So we have SunDancer A-9. That's where I got this prefix from. And let's get out of this view. We're going to point at the sun here. Get a nice charge going. And then I'll show you, let's rotate this. And watch the power with all the thrusters. We're right now the reactor just kicked in. Now, right now it's behaving itself because I did go into creative out of survival, so that might make a difference. And then if you hit number 3 and cut the thrusters in half, we're still peaking pretty good, but not as bad. But as you can see, we still have those extra 3 thrusters on the subgrid. So you just gotta manage your power. That's all. It's a solar ship. You gotta manage your power. But yeah, I think I like my upgrades. I don't know. Let me guys know what you think down in the comments. And I may or may not publish this on the workshop. I know I did the last one. I edited it, but I don't know. It was a nice little break from the battle cruiser, which I'm about 6 days behind on. But you know, I find a ship that I think is unique, that I like. I want to play with it. So definitely visit the original author of the ship, give him a thumbs up, and play with it. Enjoy it. This is Uncle J. Till next time.